Hello, welcome to Tango at Home.
Today is Tuesday and we have prepared a new video for you. And today it's a very nice video because we're going to work the beautiful subject Boleos.
Boleos. In this class we are going to work with low boleos, high boleos and front boleos. We don't have any sequence today, but we will share with you some of our best tips to help you to make a better boleo.
Now let's go and see.
Leaders, we are going to work with a low boleo front a back ocho. So we will start with the side step here. From here we're going to lead a back ocho. And in this moment, when she has her weight in both legs, we will change our weight to the right. And in this moment we are going to create a traction with my left arm pulling towards me, while my center is turning around. In the moments before she's touching the limit, I have to cut that direction by changing my weight in the middle. Bum. And after I have the connection between her cut and with my weight in both legs, then I can end the transition of my weight to my left to lead her pivot and be ready to go into the Americana step.
So as a follower, I'm going to do a low boleo from a back ocho. So I will start going side step into the back ocho and the second back ocho. Here, when I start to feel the lead of the low boleo, what I'm going to do is first to arrive over my back leg, so I have a strong base leg, and then I'm going to bend both my knees forward, starting to move my foot back. So my free foot is the one that is start to go back, and my knees continue to stay forward. After that, I will start to push my free leg around my base leg, and in the end of that movement, I will create a pivot in my base leg, so I get with my hips in front of the leader. And after that, I will continue with my leg around my base leg and complete the boleo. With the cut of the leader, I will emphasize a little bit the flexion and go a little bit further with the leg. This moment. After I felt that, I will do a normal front ocho, so I will connect my knees, bring the lower part into the Americana step, and step forward.
Leader. When we want to lead a high boleo, this is the moments when everyone is asking how is the difference when I'm leading a low boleo and high boleo. We are working a lot with the change of levels. So when we are leading the low boleo, we will try to keep our weight really grounded and more working in this plane, like that. But when we are leading a high boleo, we will work with the speed of the lead and also with the change of level. So we will go up to then go down in the middle to cut that direction. So then the follower will understand that is coming something else, which in this case is going to be the high boleo. So we take the side step, we go into the back ocho here, and in this moment, before we arrive to the side, we have to start to grow, and while we are growing, we have to start to charge up. And here, I already have the energy, and she has the time already and the space to close the knees, to collect the legs. Then, I will push her center down and around, and I have to cut the direction in the middle. Boom. And here, again, I will transfer my weight while I'm leading the pivot, and then we go together towards the front step.
So when I'm doing a high boleo, I will start in the same way as the low boleo with the back ocho. So we go side, back ocho, back ocho. And here what I'm going to do is, instead of going down as I would do a normal low boleo, what I'm going to do is to go down to go up. What means to go up? It's not that I'm rising everything up and lifting all my weight. It actually means that I'm pressing my standing leg down, and then I separate my center together with my knee, so I have them much more connected. So I'm pressing my weight down to lift up, and when I'm lifting up, it's the rib cage that is going up, and I connect that with my knee much tighter. So when Juanpi starts to push around, I have much more possibility to create speed in my leg. But here is the same order, so I will always start with the leg going behind first, then I will create the pivot, so I face him again with the hips, and then I will push my center down to the standing leg to have the possibility to lift my leg up. So this is really important, that I'm pushing down to lift my leg up. And that is happening at the same time as Juanping is changing the weight to the side. To go back after the high boleo, I will lower my foot, I will create the front ocho, and I will go forward. Be careful, followers, to go from the high boleo and do the pivot first. That will kick all the people that you have around you. So first, lower your foot, then the pivot.
Leaders. To be able to lead the front boleo, in this case we are going to work in opposite direction. So she's going into the front ocho while I'm opening to the side towards my right? So when she's arriving here, I will use this transition of weight to start to speed her free leg around. Great. And when I see that she has her hips in the front of me, this is the moment when I have to cut the direction by bending in both legs. Here. Again, why is important to lead and cut this in the middle? Because from here I have the time and I have the position to go anywhere. After the cut of the boleo, I will transfer my weight towards my left, leading the pivot, and then I am ready to follow her back ocho with another side step.
So what I will do when I do the front boleo from a front ocho is first of all to arrive over my new axis that is going to be in my front leg. And because this is going to go in opposition of the leader, it's very important that I create a torsion in my upper part, a lot towards him, to already get a new direction and also follow his upper part, even more if we want to be in close embrace. From here, I'm going to connect my knees, so I will keep them together, and I will start to create a pivot. And this pivot will be until I get in front of him with my hip and with my knees. Now, to continue the front boleo, I will start to pass my knee in front of the standing knee, so the free knee is continuing in front, and then I'm going to bend at the same time as the leader is changing his weight to the middle. I'm going to bend and I'm going to pass my foot to the other side. To go out, I will release my foot, I will pass it behind the base, and then I will create the pivot to go back in the back ocho.
Leaders, we are going to work with an exercise to do the high boleo leading. So the exercise is simple. So we will step in an opening position, side step, and then we will use the rotation of the upper body to speed her free leg, like this. Boom. So I'm connecting my free knee with my center in this direction. Then I will connect it in the other direction, but I have to speed that by going in the high level. Boom. High, boom. So, one, middle. One, middle. So, transfer all your weight while you are turning your center up, and then when you return, cut until the middle. Okay?
Can I add something?
Yes.
Look when Juanpi is doing it, that he's doing the step and the torsion at the same time. So, run, down. That is very different that if you step, you grow, and then you turn, and it's going separately. Because we want to speed this moment, and we want to give it like a small impulse in the body. So then it needs to be very quick and very tight and together. And then you need to stop. It cannot continue turn until the end of the movement. And the same in the cut when he's going back.
So, like this. Turn, turn, here. And boleo. Tac. Let me tell you more, like the same exercise is going to work also to lead the front boleo. So when we are here, in this moment, so we are going here. One, pa, pa, middle. It's important to cut in the middle because I don't want to cut with the same amount of direction about the first lead. So I'm using all this space to do the first lead, and to cut is a cut. Cut. You cut something. Cut. You don't return like that. It's the same. Like, you don't want to lead the ochos like this. Right? This is not good for the follower.
It's too much lead.
So now you need to be more precise with the lead. This is a lead, and this is a cut of the lead. And then you can continue with your weight to continue the leading with your weight to the next direction, not with the embrace, with the arm.
And to show you even clearer in my body, so the first lead that Juan is doing, I have all this movement. And for the second lead, that is the cut, I have this moment. So it's not so much movement. I'm just cutting the direction that I had before. After this, it's coming the movement. So we do the boleo, it's cut, and then we continue with the new movement. So an exercise for the follower for the low boleo. We'll start from a side step, and we will change the weight to the left leg. Here I want you to work with the free leg. So what we first can do is to stretch out the free leg, stretch out the foot, stretch out the knee, and stretch out the hip, and you will feel and see that the hip, the right hip that I'm doing the low boleo with, it's going to be much higher. So the first thing that we need to do is to lower that hip. And I'm doing that by releasing in my knee and in my ankle. And then the hip can go much lower. From this moment, when I want to start to do the low boleo, what I will do is first to bend my knees forward. This is a really important movement that I need to do before. This is to receive the lead. I get the lead in front of me, I show the leader, I have understood the lead, now I'm ready to go. So don't go directly back, pushing everything back. Start to meet the leader going front, and then we will start to go back, and we will do it from the foot. So first, just the foot. After the foot is going back, we'll move the knee behind the other knee. And after that, we will create a small pivot, and we'll end the boleo by bending a little bit extra. So the order is bend, foot, knee, pivot, extra bend. And then we can go back. And of course, in this sequence, we are doing the low boleo from a back ocho. So I need to apply this exercise from a back ocho. So if I'm here, I change my weight back, I need to do the same idea, but I will add a little bit pivot before I end the boleo. But I will still work with my knee front, I will work moving my foot behind, my knee behind. I will create a pivot here first to face the leader with my hip, and then I will create the last part with the extra bending to end the boleo. Another exercise for the front boleo for the follower. We'll start from the side step as well. We will change the weight to the left leg. And when I get the lead, in this case as well, I need to move first my knees forward. This is also to receive the lead. After I have the lead, I can start to go with my knees together, and I will start to pass the right knee in front of the standing knee before I end the boleo. So, bending the knee, move the knees close and place the right leg in front of the left one, and then we'll bend and lift the foot up. Release the foot, pass the foot to the other side of the standing leg, and then we can go out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Be careful with this. But we want to do the boleo so badly, so we start from the foot to do the final of the boleo, instead of working what is happening before with the knees, and last is coming the foot. So this is an exercise that we'll give to you to work the high boleo as a leader and a follower if you have a partner at home. If you don't have a partner at home, you can still try the exercise, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to feel what we actually want to teach.
It's important also to understand the concept and the idea, then you're going to be ready. Even though if you don't have a partner, it's really, really important that you think and you really pay attention about what we are saying in this moment.
So the exercise is that you will take your partner in this way, so I as a follower will face my hands down and the leader face the palms up. And I will create a small pressure down towards the hand.
And I will create the energy up, so we are working in two directions.
I will feel a small pressure in the hands. So this is one. The second one will be the opposite, so I will create a pressure up.
And the leaders, we are going to create the pressures down.
These two options we will use in two moments during the high boleo.
Here, as a leader, when we are leading the back ocho and I know that I want to start the high boleo, I need to create a torsion and also a change of level that we were talking about a little bit in the beginning, right? So here I have to go like this. We are in this flexion, I have to go with the rotation and with the pushing up. Whoop. right? One more time, check this, boom.
And what I'm doing to respond this is using this pressure a little bit down to understand that my center and my knee is the one that responds to that lead.
Now, we will continue, and here, for leaders, we have to cut this direction that we created before, so we will change, and this is the moment number 2, that I will push down while I'm transferring my weight in the middle. Boom.
And for me to respond to this, because if he pushes me down and I go down together with him, we will just go down. So the idea for me is to respond in the opposite direction with my embrace. At the same time, I'm doing the down direction that he is asking me for in the legs.
And after here, we hold the energy. She can release the leg down, and then we pivot, and we continue forward. Okay, this exercise, you cannot see what's happened inside the embrace, but this is what we are working with when we are leading the boleo, the high boleo. So, 1, 2, 3, here, hop. Can you see here? 1. Then I keep going with the lead, and now I have to cut, push down, boom. And then I hold the energy there, she will release the leg, then we continue forward, boom. Then we have more or less how we have to lead the high boleo.
Oof, so many things to think about this class, right? Hard work, but I think it's necessary to understand for make our boleos better.
And we know that it's a lot of small details or work that you have to do and that you need to put together to do a really good boleo, and we are not expecting that you will do that today, but we hope that we could give you something to work on.
Also, boleos they are one of the few steps that you can work alone without any partner at home. Low boleo, high boleos, they are like nice to work with.
And it's fun. It's really fun to do them. So now this is your time actually to practice your boleos with some details.
But we have to speak about also what we are going to do on Sunday. Sunday we have at 4 p.m. the Tango Fika Cafe with Panos and Rita. We're going to speak a lot about many things, but we have a special game for you. We're preparing something really, really nice. Join us, please.
Yes. Before that, on Saturday, we have the online class that is at 5:30 for followers and 6:15 for leaders.
But before that, on Thursday, we have the class with Panos and Rita, and they are going to work with these steps in different combination and in different musicality. Don't miss that.
Now, subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video, you can also press the like button.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Ciao!
So as a follower, when I'm doing the front boleo from the front ocho, it's important.
We can help you to make your boleo better. We can